Now minimize that. The one next to it. That one right there. Okay, now we're live. And when we're live, Kevin says, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Valley Center High School and the Valley Center Invitational January Jam Basketball Tournament. Today, the Grizzlies will take on the homestanding Valley Center Hornets in the first round of this tournament. The game that you are seeing right now is the Heights Falcons, dressed in white, taking on the Topeka Seaman Vikings, who are in red. And the score, as we are starting, I think we're starting the fourth quarter, 59-55. Heights is leading. I don't think the scoreboard's correct on what period it is. I think it. Oh, that was the end of the ball game. So we have a final. I thought we still had another quarter to go. 59-55. Heights wins it. They will move on in the bracket, and they will take on the winner of Mays and Blue Valley. They will play that game tomorrow night at 6:30. We are playing the Valley Center Hornets here, and we will go. We will be tipping it off here in about 20 minutes. Like as I said, they're running about 5 minutes behind schedule. On our side of the bracket, besides us and Valley Center, is Garden City and Sunrise Academy. They are playing each other after we play, and we will play either the winner or loser of that game tomorrow, depending on what we do in the game against the Hornets. Tomorrow's game will be either 5:30 in the afternoon or 8 o'clock tomorrow evening, depending on whether or not we win or lose. And, of course, we'll keep you abreast of that. We won't know until this game is over. This webcast, as are all Grizzly webcasts, is a student-driven production. And manning the equipment tonight are students from Shane Monroe's audio-visual program. Tonight we have Makayla Nistas, who is your producer-engineer here in the first half, running the computer. And on camera is Taylia Deshazer. She will be bringing you all the fine pictures here tonight. And Taylia, would you lower your camera a little bit and get the whole floor in the picture? Get the whole floor in the picture by raising that bar a little bit. Other way. Look in your monitor. Like I said, folks, this is training in progress. Here's what I wanted you to do. And the reason I wanted you to do that is because of that gentleman right there. So when we go to the, we're going to ask him to do something with his hat. We'll do that when we go to the pregame show. And I think we're going to go ahead and we'll go ahead and do that now. In fact, are you ready to send it to the pregame show? Okay, you do it on cue. That's right. Go ahead and open that up, and you're going to do it on cue, and that's what you're going to click. All right, folks, we are training. I got two rookies with me tonight, and I couldn't be happier because they're going to walk out of here having learned something tonight, and that's what this is all about. We're going to send it to Andy Hill in our pregame interview after this 60-second timeout. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly Basketball.
Hey man, you going out for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Valley Center, Kansas. We are here boys tournament week, and the boys are participating in the Valley Center January Jam this year. They'll be taking on the homestanding Valley Center Hornets here at the top of the hour. Meanwhile, we're joined by our head coach, Andy Hill. Coach, let's take a brief look back at Friday night. Cape and Mount Carmel came into Northwest, and that is one heck of a buzzsaw they brought in with them on Friday.
They obviously it's no surprise to anybody how good they are. When you play a team like that, to even have a remote chance, you got to be at your best, and we weren't for most of that game. So it was disappointing. I thought we did some good things early on, and then it just kind of got away from us. And once it did, things snowballed, and it happens. And you just got to get back to the drawing board and learn, get better, keep moving forward, and understand that Capen's going to do that to a lot of teams. Doesn't mean that it's okay that it happened to us, though. There's things we could have done better to have made that a much more competitive game, and so we learn from that and we move on.
One thing you have to say, besides the fact that they've got some very good players, good talented players, you look at that roster list, and there's nobody on the roster under 6'2". It's like playing in the Redwood Forest.
Yeah, it definitely creates some challenges, especially for a team like us that is kind of the opposite end of the spectrum size-wise. So, again, it's things you got to pay attention to detail on, and you can't go to sleep rebounding, boxing out, and there were times when we just kind of did, and they're going to make you pay.
And they always say the way to get better and to learn and to get better is to play teams who are better than you in some areas, and hopefully you and the boys will be able to take something away from that game on Friday night and apply it to the game against Valley Center here today.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot we can take away, and being able to. The key is for everybody to kind of accept the results, accept the lessons that we do have to learn, and make a few changes and tweaks and things like that. So I think the guys will, and hopefully we're ready to roll in this next one.
One of the nice things about playing in tournaments is when you get to play teams outside your league that you would not normally see during the regular year. And for today's game and the game tomorrow, we're guaranteed to play teams that we have not and will not see in league play, as we have Valley Center today, and we'll play either Garden City or Sunrise tomorrow. So take a little quick scouting report. What can you tell us about Valley Center?
They're a team that, they really move the ball. They share the ball well. They've kind of play a lot of guards like us. They do have some size, but, I think throughout the first part of the year, they've kind of been searching a little bit for identity, and I know they're coming off a win last Friday, and so feeling good about some things. Coach Unrau has been out there for a while and does a really good job getting the most out of his kids. So, but yeah, it's fun to get a chance to play some different opponents. Especially with our league being as big as it is. We play 16 league games, and you only get 20 in the regular season, so you don't get very many opportunities to go outside your league. So it does make the tournament fun, and I think the guys are looking forward to it, and hopefully we can make a little run.
Hope so. And, of course, either way, win or lose, you're going to play either Garden City or Sunrise tomorrow. And, Sunrise has a reputation being the home of Grady Dick, if nothing else. What do you know about Garden City if they're a potential candidate for an opponent tomorrow?
And just to clarify, the Sunrise team that's at this tournament is not their elite team. So they've got like their elite travel team that Grady Dick played on. That's kind of its own separate thing, and they play like a national tournament schedule. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So this team that's at this tournament is, I think they call it their varsity team or their high or something. It's still a good team, but not. We're not going out against a bunch of Division I prospects. So
I did wonder about that, why they would be in this tournament, and that does make sense.
Yeah. And Garden City's 10-0 right now. So
wow.
Yeah, they're off to obviously a great start, and doing a lot of good things out there. their schedule that they play. You could say some things about how real is that 10-0, but at the end of the day, they're winning, beating the teams that they're playing. So I think it's a good opportunity, if that is who we see, to go against somebody who's at the top sub-state standing wise right now and see what we can do.
And if we do end up with Garden City, that could be a potential playoff opponent down the road.
Yeah, definitely it could be. So, yeah, it'd be good to see him.
Okay, well, let's go back and hit the injury report. How are we after the Cape and Mount Carmel game? We all healthy?
Yeah, we're all good to go.
Okay, well, we'll wish you the best of luck today against the Valley Center Hornets, and look forward to we got 3 in a row now, today, tomorrow, and Saturday, so we'll look forward to visit with you tomorrow before we play either Garden City or Sunrise.
Sounds good, Kevin. Thank you.
Head coach Andy Hill in our pregame show. Stay tuned. We're going to take a 90-second timeout, and then we'll be back with the starting lineup and the play-by-play of today's game against the Valley Center Hornets. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly Basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And welcome back, folks, to Valley Center High School. We're in the Valley Center gym. Teams are warming up for the feature game here tonight, which features the Valley Center Hornets and the Northwest Grizzlies. Northwest is the home team in this contest, even though this isn't our home ballpark. They are the home team on the scoreboard, and as such, we will report them as the home team, even though this is not a home game. The Valley Center Pep Band has been playing throughout. You'll hear them throughout the evening. It's going to be a raucous gym here tonight between the band and the fans. And we've got some good fans right in front of us as well. And this gym is not laid out as well as ours as far as camera shots are concerned, even though Chris Asmussen, the athletic director here at Valley Center, was very gracious and gave us a spot right at the midfield stripe. Couldn't ask for a better angle, but the seats are closer to the rail than they are at Northwest, so you're going to see some heads. Nothing we can do about it. The seats are just not steep enough here at Valley Center, and you can see that in the picture you're watching now. You're seeing the tops of some heads, and better to see 90% of the court than none at all. Grizzlies will play 3 games in 3 days. They play tonight. They will play tomorrow night at either 5 o'clock or 8 o'clock against either Garden City or Sunrise Academy. Those teams will play in the game immediately following this one. we will not be bringing you that game. And then Saturday, we will play based on what we do in the first 2 days. We can play anywhere from noon up until the championship game, which on Saturday is at 4:30 in the afternoon. So anywhere in there, we could be playing. This is an 8-team tournament. The other side of the bracket has Heights and Seaman, and Heights beat Seaman, as I mentioned earlier, 59-55 here in the first game played in this tournament. Well, actually, that's the second game. Mays and Blue Valley played at 3 o'clock this afternoon. We do not have that score yet. It hasn't been fed to us. As soon as we get it, we'll pass it along. Those winners will play each other tomorrow prior to us, and the losers will play prior to us. So whichever way it comes out, they will play before we do tomorrow. Girls have the week off, but they're back on Tuesday night. They will take on Heights at Heights in a City League contest. No boys next week. They will have the week off. And then the girls will travel to Lawrence Free State to play in their tournament next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And we are making the trip, plan to bring you all 3 games from that tournament. Still working out the details on access into their gym. But we fully anticipate that will not be much of a problem. Want to recognize again our production crew tonight. Makayla Nistas is your producer engineer on the computer board tonight, and Taylia Deshazer is on camera. And I'm going to ask her very rudely while I'm talking to you: are you related to the wrestler? Wrestled a few years ago. I don't know. He was all state. He won state like 4 years in a row. Is that a? Huh? Yeah. How are you related? That's your what? Oh, uncle. Okay. Yeah, he's a good wrestler. So there's. It's a small world here. Got some shout-outs to send out. We're going to go ahead and do those while we have an opportunity. First of all, we've got fans watching this in St. Louis tonight. We want to welcome the St. George family into the YouTube booth with us. Greg and Maria St. George and their son Mark St. George and Jordan Wren, all watching tonight from the St. Louis metro area. As is the Quaid family, Jack and Ann Quaid and their daughter Julia, also watching from Chesterfield tonight. And we also want to welcome, and I don't know where she's watching from because I was told, and like a fool, I didn't write it down, and I have since forgotten. But we want to welcome a regular viewer and recognize Mrs. Carolyn Williams, the grandmother of Tayshawn Williams, who's watching from her home tonight. And Caroline, we welcome you aboard and hope you enjoy the game tonight, as well as everyone who is along the way here on YouTube and NWHSGrizz.com. We're going to go ahead and, by way of practice, we're going to take a 1-minute timeout, and then we'll be back with the starting lineup and the play-by-play of tonight's game. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. And this is, no, not that one, this one. This is Grizzly basketball. You need to add. Yeah, you haven't added it yet. Now. And we're back at Valley Center, awaiting the introduction of the starting lineups. We're inside 2 minutes to go on that, and you won't find anything unusual about the Grizzlies starting lineup. I'm going to recognize the managers. We never get a chance to recognize the managers for the Grizzly teams. We'll recognize managers Vicente Partida, Rashad Dickinson, and Quintus Henderson, 3 managers of the boys team. And we also want to recognize the 2 of the people behind the scenes, and they're the people who keep all the stats and the official scorebook, and that's Mr. and Mrs. Greg and Linda Hill. Glad to have them doing that. They've been doing it forever. The cheer coach for Northwest is Megan Schumann, and she's assisted by her Zach. And the dance coach is Madeline Marshall. The Pommies are not here tonight. And we do not know if they're going to do a national anthem. I was not told either way. We'll find out basically when they introduce the players. And I, to be honest with you, I will be surprised if they do that. And if you can hear him in the background, their PA announcer here, Frank, has been doing this forever, and he does a great job. And is one of the nicest guys you'll ever want to meet.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we welcome here to Valley Center for the 2023 Valley Center January Jam. Day 1, this is game number 3, and will feature the visiting team, the Wichita Northwest Grizzlies, versus your Valley Center Hornets.
Well, now they're telling us the Grizzlies are the visiting team. Grizzlies are in white, Hornets are in purple. And here we go with the national anthem. And that's the national anthem here in Valley Center. Great job, one of the cheerleaders, I didn't catch her name, doing the national anthem for tonight's game. She did a great job. Now let's get ready to introduce the players for both teams, and they're going to introduce
The home team, the Valley Center Hornets. It is now time for the introduction of our starting lineups.
We're going to go ahead and give you the lineups for both teams in their entirety. We'll start with Valley Center, since they are the designated visiting team. Number 1 is a 6'3" senior, Eli Lefto. Number 2 is a 6'3" junior, Sam Kemp. Number 3 is a 5'10" sophomore, Colby Newton. Number 4, a 5'11" senior, Max Preheim. And number 11, a 5'9" sophomore, Austin Sainer. The head coach is Ty Unrau. He's assisted by Brandon Wolf, Carl Ely, and Jake Becker. And that's the starting lineup for the Hornets, dressed in purple here tonight. Now for your Northwest Grizzlies, a 6'2" junior forward, number 1, Jerome Henderson. 5'9" junior guard, number 2, Tayshawn Williams. 5'11" sophomore guard, number 5, Eli Benning. 5'9" senior guard, number 10, David Hudspeth. And rounding out the starting 5, a 5'8" senior guard, number 24, L.J. Phillips. Head coach for the Grizzlies is Andy Hill. He's assisted by Gavin Darr, Kylan Hawkins, and Jim Murnaugh. Grizzlies are in white. The Hornets are in purple. Grizzlies will be playing from right to left here in the first half. And we're about ready to get this started. Our outstanding crew is ready to go. Coach Hill is saying something to one of his players. Jerome Henderson and Eli Lefto will handle the opening tip to get the game started. And we're about ready for the first of 3 games here in Valley Center in the January Jam. Valley Center wins the opening tip. We're underway. And around the horn it goes. Newton has it, gives it to Kemp, top of the key. Kemp guarded by Hudspeth. Now he gives it to Lefto, passes it off to Preheim. And if they give it to Sainer, everybody's touched it. Loose underneath, and it's going to be taken there by Kemp. Grizzlies almost got a steal there. Kemp drives, puts it up off the glass, and count it. And Kemp draws first blood for Valley Center. David Hudspeth traveled with it, and we'll turn it right back over to the Hornets. Bringing it down is Sam Kemp for Valley Center, gives it to Preheim. On the far side, Newton has it now. Back to Kemp. Man-to-man defense being played by Northwest, and there's a steal by Williams. Tayshawn brings it across the timeline, holds it up. Oh, he tried to feed it to Henderson and it got intercepted. Now he gets it right back. Feeds it to L.J. Phillips. Back over to Hudspeth for 3. In and out, no good. Rebounded by David. He sends it back out. Eli Benning for 3. Good! And the Grizzlies take the lead 3-2. Around the horn it goes. Now Sainer has it. Almost got fouled. That a girl. L.J. Phillips picks up the first foul of the night. Hudspeth comes out. Leon Harris comes in, a 6-foot senior guard for Northwest. Kemp has it for Valley Center. Spin move underneath, nice play, and missing a shot is Bryson Sainer, who came in at the last stoppage of play. And Grizzlies turn it over. Valley Center will take possession here, 3-2. Grizzlies lead, 2 minutes gone, first quarter. Sam Kemp puts it up off the glass, no good, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair. I think that foul. It is on Phillips, and he picks up 2 quick fouls here in the first quarter. Does L.J. Phillips. At the line shooting 2 is Sam Kemp. First one is up, and it's good. Kemp ties the game at 3. Glover comes in. Javon Glover for Northwest replacing L.J. Phillips. Glover, a 6'4" senior forward. Second one by Kemp is also good. He makes them both. He's got all 4 of Valley Center's points, and the Hornets take the lead 4-3. Grizzlies will inbound. Benning will bring it across the timeline. Uncontested. If you're just joining us, welcome. We're in Valley Center, Kansas, at the home of the Hornets. And the homestanding Hornets are the opponent tonight. Oh, Glover couldn't find the handle on it, and another turnover gives it back to Valley Center. On the far side, there's a long 3 attempt off the rim, no good. Rebounded and lost. Benning comes away with it. Williams on the far side. High pressure defense being played by the Hornets. Now they're in a 3-2. Glover gets it knocked out of play. It'll stay with Northwest. And subbing back in is Colby Newton. He'll replace Max Preheim. And Glover inbounds now to Benning. On the floor for Northwest. Henderson, Williams, Benning, Glover, and Hudspeth. And that's wrong. Hudspeth just subbed out, and coming in for Hudspeth, I missed it. Or did I miss it? No, I got Harris. Leon Harris came in. I got him. I just didn't get him in the 5 on the floor. Grizzlies will inbound. And Henderson has it, sends it back out to Tayshawn Williams. Williams in the paint to Glover, off the glass, count it. Javon Glover gets on the score sheet. And the Grizzlies lead 5-4. Underneath to Burgess. Ball will stay with Valley Center and be inbounded there by Bryson Sainer, number 25. Burgess comes out, and replacing him is Austin Sainer. Sainer takes the inbound pass, drives, spins, and loses it. Great steal by Javon Glover. Here come the Grizzlies back. Harris gives it to Williams. Williams, nice touch, doesn't go. Rebound, count it. Williams gets on the score sheet. And the Grizzlies lead 7-4. 12-footer, nice touch by Sam Kemp. It's 7-6. And Kemp has all 6 points for the Hornets. Williams for 3. Good! Tayshawn Williams with 5. And it's 10-6 Northwest. Sainer gives it back now to Newton. Newton, spin move, looking for help, and he traveled with it. Couldn't get the pass off, took an extra step. It'll turn over to Northwest. Preheim comes back in for Valley Center. No changes for Northwest, and just as I say that, I find I'm mistaken as Sincere Thompson, number 13, comes in. Glover has it poked away. Nope, he lost it. I thought they poked it away, but he lost it out of bounds. It'll turn over to Valley Center. On the floor for Northwest, Tayshawn Williams, Javon Glover, Sincere Thompson, Leon Harris, and David Hudspeth. Your 5 on the floor, 3:25 to go, first quarter. Underneath, and an easy lay-in for Lefto, and it's 10-8. Williams brings it up the floor. Sends it back out. Glover in the paint to Hudspeth, back over here to Williams. Williams driving underneath. Couldn't decide what to do with it. Loose ball. Glover gets it, and he had it poked away from him. Here comes Valley Center back with it. Underneath is Camp, and Camp with now has 8. And we're tied at 10 with 2:40 to go. Round the horn it goes. Williams has it, top of the key. 3-2 zone being played by Valley Center. Williams, from long distance, can't get it to go, and the rebound to Thompson. Back to Tayshawn Williams. In the paint underneath to Harris. Harris couldn't get a shot, but he kept the ball. Sends it back out to Thompson. Now to Glover. Glover got his pocket picked by Sainer again. And then a frustration foul on the part of Glover gets a frustration foul. That's his first. Third team foul for Northwest against one for the Hornets. Hornets bring it up. Sam Kemp with it for Valley Center. And now what do we have? A 30-second timeout for Valley Center. We'll keep it right here. Give you a game recap. We're tied at 10. This is the first timeout of the game being taken by either team. One moment here, folks. I have to play teacher. Okay, you put it on the wrong team. So put a plus there, put it back, and then take it away from us. How do you know that it was our timeout? Because it says so right over there. Okay, no big deal. Back underway here after the 30-second timeout. Kemp brings the ball down for Valley Center. Gives it to Lefto, back to Kemp. Now to Sainer. Lefto has it, now back to Kemp. Everybody's touched the ball. Grizzlies playing some good high-pressure defense, and there's one tipped over the, that was tipped, so it's not an over and back. Kemp drives, puts it up from 10 feet, misses one, rebounded by Williams. Williams across the timeline, dishes it into the corner, Hudspeth for three, good! David Hudspeth for three. He gets on the board in the Grizzlies, 13-10. Kemp has it in the paint. He puts it up from 4 feet, and it falls. No good. Rebounded by Glover. Tayshawn Williams with it now. Brings it across the timeline. Less than a minute to go in the first period. Harris for three. Good! Leon Harris for three, and the Grizzlies are up by 6. 40 seconds to go, first quarter. Glover, I don't know how they didn't call a foul on that. There's a miss. Ball did everything but fall. There's one off the rim, no good from three-point land, and now Sincere Thompson gets the rebound, dishes it off to Williams, and I'll bet you they play for the last shot. $17 to go. Williams watching the clock go. He's probably going to wait for 10. Now he drives. In the paint, puts it up, and it doesn't go. Knocked out a play that should stay with Northwest, and it does. Grizzlies have it with 6.5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Burgess comes in for Valley Center. Williams comes out for Northwest. He got replaced by somebody. It doesn't matter. Harris with it, puts it up, blocked over the near side. Benning for three, rims no good, and that'll do it. At the end of one, Grizzlies 16 and Valley Center 10. We'll be back with the second quarter after this 60-second timeout. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly Basketball. Grizzlies will inbound to start the second quarter. It'll be David Hudspeth inbounding. Also on the floor, Eli Benning. LJ Phillips is back out there. Jerome Henderson and Sincere Thompson. It's the 5 on the floor as we start the second quarter of play with the Grizzlies up by 6. Now we have a scoring issue at the referees table. I'm not exactly sure what this is about. It may be a player did not check in properly. I don't know. There were subs made by both teams. We'll see what they do here. Now they're going to force, one player for Bryson Sainer goes out. Burgess comes back in because Sainer did not properly check in, I guess. So he goes back and sits down. Now we're ready to go. Our players were correct. And Eli Benning brings it across the timeline, gives it to Henderson. Now on the near side, back to Benning. Out to LJ Phillips. Back to Benning on the near side. Henderson to Benning. Benning drives and he traveled. And that'll be a turnover and it'll go over to Valley Center. .7:42 to go in the second quarter. Love to give you all kinds of exciting news about our halftime guest, but I don't have one. Kind of hard to get halftime guests at tournament. It just almost impossible to do. There's a spin move, and now Sincere Thompson's going to be called for a foul. That'll be his first. Take it.
Checking in for the Hornets, number 25, Bryson Sater.
Let me show you something. This moves. Valley Center to inbound here. Kemp has it. And has his pocket picked. Sincere Thompson, 2-on-1 break. Takes it up himself. He is fouled on the way up, and he's going to go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Lefto. That's his first. Team's second. At the line shooting a pair is Sincere Thompson. The first one is up and misses. That's one more coming. Missed them both. Rebounded by Lefto. Here comes Valley Center back. Golden opportunity missed there. You got to make your free throws, boys. Underneath Lefto. Count it. Great assist, great feed, great basket. Foul called, I think, on Benning. Like I said, I'm dead wrong again. That was on Austin Sainer. That's his first. My track record this season on foul calling is not very good, and I readily admit that. Thompson with it, gives it over here to Benning. Benning drives the baseline, now dishes it back out. Hudspeth for 3, off the heel, no good. And rebounded and saved by the Grizzlies. LJ Phillips Henderson for 3, and he can't make it go either, and the Grizzlies can't find the hole. There's a three-pointer missing, rebounded by Thompson. A long one to Phillips. He was down there all by himself. The shot is blocked by Lefto, and here comes Kemp bringing it back down. That was a nice play by the Hornets. That one off the heel for 3, misses. Kemp has it, and he throws it right to Eli Benning. Benning brings it down, tried to get it to Henderson. It goes out of play, last touched by Valley Center. It'll be Grizzly basketball. Williams comes in for Thompson. 6 minutes even to go in quarter number 2. And there's Tayshawn Williams for 3. That's his second three-pointer of the game. He's got 8 total. Grizzlies up by 7. There's one in and out. No, I don't know how it didn't go. Pregame could not get it to go. Grizzlies get the rebound. Williams gives it to LJ to Henderson, and now back to Williams. Williams thought about an NBA plus three-pointer on the near side. Now for 3. Williams off the heel. No good. Nobody there but white shirts, or purple shirts, but the white shirt got it. And a shot by Benning misses, and I think Benning's going to get called for a foul on the rebound going over the back. It is on Benning, and for Eli, that's his first. Team foul number 5. 3 team fouls so far for Valley Center. Hope you're enjoying it. Pretty good ball game so far. Pregame with it underneath the left O, and a great pass by Pregame and an easy bucket by left O, and he's got 4 points in this quarter. Benning. Oh, nice save. Williams gets it underneath. Looking for help, gets it to Benning. Eli Benning, top of the key, sends it wide for Hudspeth. Glover in the paint. Can't get it to go, and it's rebounded by Lefto, and we got to make those short shots. There's one, and that's going to be an easy lay-in by Colby Newton. And for Newton, that's his first 2 points of the game. 19-16, Grizzlies lead. 4:20 to go till halftime. Tayshawn has it. Feeds it into Henderson. Spin move. And they're going to call a charge on Jerome Henderson. His first, team number 6. Harris comes in, replacing Hudspeth. So we've got Henderson, Williams, Harris, Benning, and Glover on the floor for Northwest. Underneath the left, and he missed a lay-in and rebounded by Glover. He gets it to Williams. Williams brings it across the timeline. Benning inside. Oh, underneath to Harris. Count it. Beautiful pass from Benning to Harris, and Harris gets 2. Kemp puts it in. Sam Kemp, who had 8 in the first quarter, now has 10 in the game. Underneath, and there's going to be a foul charged. I believe it's going to be on Sainer. It's on Bryson Sainer, his first. Tayshawn Williams will shoot a pair here. Chance to get our 5-point lead back again. That has been our biggest lead of the game. Tayshawn puts it up, and it's short. Corbin Burgess comes back in for Valley. Williams' second one. Oh, guys, you got to make them. Our free throw shooting has not been very crisp here in the first half. He misses them both. That's 4 misses in this quarter. Around the horn it goes for Valley Center. Kemp to Sainer. Sainer left scoop shot doesn't go. Rebounded by Harris. He gives it to Eli Benning on the far side to Benning. Benning to Glover. Count it. Javon Glover, nice job. And the Grizzlies have their 5-point lead back. Underneath, Burgess puts it up. We have a whistle. I think that whistle may have been before the shot.
Foul on the Grizzlies, number 22. Glover, his second personal foul. That is the 7th team foul of the half.
It's on Glover. It puts that puts Valley Center in the bonus. So what I need you to do is to click that little thing right there that says bonus. Yep. And it puts the bonus up there on their score sheet. Burgess at the line. Missed. And he gets his own rebound, puts it in, and scores. Oh, my goodness. That's his first basket of the game. 23-20, Grizzlies lead. And a foul is going to be charged here on Benning. So Burgess will go to the line and get another one. Benning gets his second foul. Comes with 2:41 to go in the first half. Misses the free throw, and here comes Benning back with it for Northwest. Williams thought about it. Pulls it back out again. Around the horn it goes now. Benning on the far side. Under the basket. Harris for three. Off the heel. No good. Rebounded over there by Pregame. There's a shot by Kemp. Misses. He gets his own rebound and scores. And we have a timeout taken this time by Valley Center. We'll keep it right here and tell you that how much we appreciate all the support for our webcast this year. And if you're watching this, you're probably watching it through NWHS Grizz. And if you are, there's a subscribe button on your screen. If you're not watching the game full screen, you'll see a subscribe button. I believe it's on the lower right, but I'm not sure. If you would be so kind and click on that button and subscribe to NWHS Grizz. The school gets financial benefit of that, and that goes to Shane Monroe's audio-visual program, and it doesn't cost you folks a dime. So please subscribe to NWHS Grizz. Grizzlies inbound, and it'll be Harris bringing it down the floor. He gives it to Benning. 2 minutes to go. Far side, Williams under the basket. Puts it up. Count it. Tayshawn Williams. He's in double figures with 10. Ball underneath. Oh, my gosh. That was an easy lay-in for Lefto, and he's got 8 points, 6 in this quarter. Grizzlies lead by 1, 25-24. Benning around the horn. Henderson. Hudspeth for three. Short. Rebounded by David. He sends it over this time to Williams. Williams, he drives into the paint. Scoop shot, count it. Tayshawn with a dozen. Kemp brings it down for Valley Center. Grizzlies playing man-to-man, less than a minute to go, second quarter. Underneath Henderson. Oh, he can't get the lay-in. Grizzlies leaving a lot of points on the floor in this quarter. That's at least 6. Pregame with it. 25 to go. And there's a steal by Benning. Benning brings it down. Off the glass. Doesn't go. He's got his own rebound. Sends it over to Hudspeth. 13 to go. Still plenty of time. Inside 10. Williams with it. Williams will drive into the paint. Puts it up. Dishes it off. And who scored it but Henderson, and that's how the quarter will end. Henderson gets his first bucket of the night, And at the end of 2, it's Northwest 29 and Valley Center 24. We'll be back with our halftime extravaganza after this 60-second timeout. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly Basketball. Click it again and they'll turn off. Because they start over with fouls in the second quarter, or in the third quarter. Then take the fouls and subtract them to 0 on both sides. Welcome back, folks. This is our halftime show, and you're actually watching training in progress. Taylia is learning how to run this thing, so bear with us here, if you will. Okay, now highlight the 000s here on the time and change it to 8 minutes. You need a colon for that. There you go. Folks, you know it's halftime. We know it's halftime. We're going to get this ready for the third quarter. Go ahead and drop that down and change it to the third quarter. Okay, now your scoreboard is ready to go. When we score, you'll plus it. When they score, you'll plus it, however many it is. And you can do that now if you want. Hit a +3 for us, for example. Yeah, say we scored a 3-pointer. See what happens up here? That's what they see at home. Okay, now go ahead and go up here to this little minus thing and subtract 3 points from our score so that it matches the scoreboard. Okay? When you should pretty much match that all the time. That's exactly right. So if you're concerned, well, do I have this correct? Look over there, see what they've got, and they're official. If your time is running and you're off by a second or two, don't worry about it. People at home don't care. I don't care. The time is not official, and everybody knows that. If you're off by a half a minute or a minute, hit stop, and then highlight it and fix the time for like 10 seconds down. Like if it's at 7:10 there, set it for 7 minutes, and when it gets to 7, hit start again. Okay, so that you line up. Every time the whistle blows while the game is being played, every time it blows, the clock stops.
So what do I do?
You hit that and start it and stop. That's a toggle switch. You start it and stop it with that. See how it stopped when you hit stop? Yeah, you can go ahead and fix it for 8 minutes again. Then when we go to commercial, you hit video clip. Go ahead and do it. Hit video clip. And then when I give you the cue, which is always, you're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, this is Grizzly Basketball. When I say that, you hit the word cut, and it will send it to commercial. And you don't have to do anything else because it'll come back out of commercial automatically. Huh? Just hit cut. Cut sends it to commercial. Okay? Don't hit play. All play does is preview it. Okay? Nobody will see it. What's on this screen here is what people at home are seeing right now. What's on this screen is what the camera sees right now. Okay? 99% of the time they're going to be the same. The only time it would be different is if we're playing a commercial, because the commercial is what they're seeing at home, so that'll be here and the camera will be different. Okay? Pretty simple? Okay. This is easy stuff. You're going to want to start a career in broadcasting as soon as you go home tonight. You're going to go, Mom, Dad, I want to be a broadcaster. That's what you're going to do. I know it. Right? Ladies and gentlemen at home, I'm not selling the product. All right, folks, we're at halftime. Let's give you the totals. And you're going to get these totals. I'm going to add them up while I'm giving them to you because I was busy training here. Let's start with Valley Center. Eli Lefto has 8, including 6 in the second quarter. Sam Kemp has 14 to lead all scorers. Colby Newton has 2, and Corbin Burgess has 2. And if I added that correctly, that's 24 points. For Northwest, Jerome Henderson has a pair. Tayshawn Williams has a dozen to lead the Grizzlies. Leon Harris with 5. Eli Benning with 3. David Hudspeth with 3. Both of those were in the first quarter. And Javon Glover has 4. And the Grizzlies have 29. 29-24 is the score here at halftime. And we've got about 4 minutes to go in half. Remind you that we're on the air tomorrow either. Let me get my bracket here. Tomorrow we're on the air either at 4:40 with Andy Hill and the pregame show, or at 7:40, depending on if we win tonight. If we win this game, we're on late. 7:40 will be on the air against either Garden City, the Buffaloes of Garden City, or against the Sunrise Academy. If we lose this game, we'll be on at 4:40, and we'll play at 5 o'clock against the loser of that aforementioned game. And then Saturday, we'll let you know tomorrow when we're on Saturday. The girls will be doing the exact same thing next week, except they have a league game on Tuesday night. They will play at Heights at, I believe the game is at 7 o'clock, but I'm not sure. Check NWHS Grizz for the exact time of the game on Tuesday night. Then next weekend they travel. They take their annual road trip. They're going a little bit farther. They're going up to Lawrence to the tournament at Lawrence Free State High School. They'll play games Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And our intent is to bring you all 3 of them on NWHSGrizz.com. The pep band here at Valley Center is enthusiastically providing music throughout the game, and quite frankly, their pep band is very good, almost as good as ours. And if they had started playing, I was going to let you listen to a tune. Instead, we'll go ahead and take our halftime commercial break, and then we'll get set for the third quarter. So, with that in mind, you're going to do that one. There you go. You're watching NWHS. With our producer-engineer, Taylia Deshazer, and our videographer, Makayla Nistas, Kevin Arkin with you. We are coming out of halftime here at Valley Center. And one thing that Ms. Deshazer learned here on that last commercial break, she has effectively found a way to shut me up. In the third quarter, I think Valley Center, they don't have it posted on the scoreboard. And just like that, they put it up. Valley Center will get the ball to start the third quarter. Grizzlies lead by 5 here at halftime. Grizzlies will be playing from left to right here in the second quarter. No cell phones. Telling you. All righty. On the floor for Northwest, Jerome Henderson, Tayshawn Williams, Eli Benning, L.J. Phillips, and David Hudspeth. And Sam Kemp just starts right back where he left off. And the Grizzlies are up by 3. On the far side, it's Williams. Williams to Phillips. Phillips to Benning. Benning back over now to Henderson. In the paint to Henderson. Gets it to Benning. Almost lost it. Benning up off the glass. Can't get it to go. Phillips with a rebound. That's a big rebound for L.J. Phillips. Williams, count it from 10. Williams has 14. Grizzlies lead by 5. Across the way for Newton. Here's a three-point bomb that misses short off the rim, rebounded by Henderson and Williams. Had to get some help to avoid turning it over as he lost the handle on it. Gives it to Henderson. Henderson to Hudspeth. David sends it to L.J. Phillips. Back to Henderson. Count it. What a pass from Phillips to Jerome Henderson. And the Grizzlies lead by 7. That's their largest lead of the game. And that was Colby Newton that drew the foul. Second personal foul on Jerome Henderson, the first of the second half for either team. It will send Newton to the line to shoot a pair. First one's up and misses. Rimming in and out. Second one's up and it's good. So Newton makes 1 out of 2. And Benning will send it to Williams, back to Benning, and over now to Leon Harris. Underneath to Henderson. Oh, Henderson almost walked back to Williams for 3 off the heel, no good. And it's rebounded by Newton. Newton gives it to Kemp. Here comes Valley Center back down the floor. Kemp drives in the paint, dishes it off to Newton for 3 and count it. Uncontested three-point shot by Colby Newton, and he has doubled his output of the first half here in the last 30 seconds. Grizzlies lead 33-30. Underneath Harris. Can't get it to go. Rebound to L.J. Phillips. I think he got fouled by Lefto. Yeah, I'm going to be wrong again. He got fouls on Newton. That's his second personal, first team foul of the half. Grizzlies throw it away. Now it's loose on the floor. Who's going to get it? Benning has it for Northwest. Splits the defender, sends it wide for Williams, who was all alone underneath to Javon Glover. And yes, great pass, great lay-in by Javon Glover. Glover has 6. Newton for 3, misses everything. Rebounded by Henderson. Underneath Glover. Oh, he missed that one. He had the same play, and he missed it that time. Bringing it up is Sainer. Sainer gives it to Lefto. Around the horn now again, Sam Kemp, who's literally killing us on the score sheet in this game, gives it to Sainer again. Back to Kemp, and Kemp puts up a 3. It doesn't go. Rebounded by Harris. 4:25 to go, third quarter, 35-30 Northwest. On the far side, Harris back over to Williams. 3-2 zone now in play by Valley Center. On the far side, Benning off the glass, put back, counted by Harris. Beautiful offensive rebound by Leon Harris and the basket. He's got 7, and that's the margin of the victory so far. Even though it's a small victory at that. Newton misses. Rebound by Harris. Harris is having a pretty decent quarter here. There's a long one for Glover. Underneath, can't get it to go. The putback doesn't go either, and it's cleared off the boards by Valley Center. Underneath is Sainer, and Sainer's going to go to the line and shoot 2, and that's Austin Sainer. Tayshawn Williams just picked up his first. Sainer will shoot a pair here. First one is good. A couple of subs come in for both teams. Henderson's going to take a seat, and coming in for him is Sincere Thompson. So you have Thompson, Benning, Glover, Harris, and Williams on the floor for Northwest. Here's the second one by Sainer, and that one misses, rebounded by Sincere Thompson. Sainer makes 1 out of 2, and that's his first point of the game. Boards are swept clean that time defensively by Kemp. Kemp all the way down, puts it up, doesn't go, but a blocking foul is going to be charged to Glover.
Checking in for foul for the Grizzlies, number 22, Glover. His third personal foul. That is the third team.
Glover's third personal.
Kemp at the line for Valley Center. He'll be shooting 2.
First one by Kemp is good. He'll have one more.
Checking in for Valley Center number 1, Eli Zepto.
And Bryson Sainer goes out. Lefto comes in for him. And Kemp has one more, and that one misses. Leon Harris sweeps the boards clean. Here comes Northwest, leading 37-32. 3:10 to go, third quarter. Around the horn it goes. Inside. Henderson. Harris back to Williams. There's a long 3 by Benning, and count it. Eli Benning cans one. Timeout is being taken by the Grizzlies. We'll keep it here. While we keep it here, I'm going to lean over the shoulder of our engineer and just take a glance. And I'm proud to tell you folks that Mr. Deshazer has this all covered perfectly. I don't know about our camera person, but our camera person's being distracted. Coming out of the timeout now, 2:54 to go. Each team, well, that's not true. Grizzlies have 3 timeouts left. Valley Center has 4. All of the Grizzly timeouts left are going to be fulls. Around the horn it goes. Austin Sainer is back in. He has the ball now. Still has it. Sends one wide for Lefto. Lefto in the paint for Preheim. Sam Kemp has the softest hands I've seen on this team in a long time. He has 19 in the game. There's a block shot, a rebound, and Sainer misses it. A putback misses, and Glover gets it for Northwest. Here come the Grizzlies back. Benning. 3-2 zone again. Now they switch it off. Williams in the paint, has his shot blocked, but was he fouled? I think he was, and I think Mr. Williams will go to the line and shoot a pair. Burgess picks up foul number 1, the second team foul, and it'll put Williams at the line shooting a pair. First one is up, and he missed. He's missed 3 in a row. Benning tells him to take it easy, take a deep breath. And he missed them both again. Highly unusual for Williams to have trouble at the stripe, but he's had a tough time tonight. Lefto puts up a 3 off the heel, no good, rebounded by Kemp. And Kemp is fouled by Harris. Harris's first, 4th personal on the Grizzlies in this half. 40-34, Grizzlies lead. Minute and a half remaining in the third quarter. In the paint underneath, and Sainer puts it home. And for Austin Sainer, that's his first field goal of the game. Harris. Now we have a whistle away from the ball, and it has something to do with Glover and with Newton. They're calling a foul on Glover away from the ball. It's his 4th. I'm sure he's going to take a seat. In fact, he's already out of the game. Henderson's back in. We'll reset the lineup here for you in just a moment. There's Benning with it. And he sends it way over here to Hudspeth. Back to Benning. Benning underneath off the glass. It doesn't go. Who's going to get the rebound? Sincere Thompson does. Henderson and L.J. Phillips also in the game. That's your 5 on the floor. Hudspeth was looking to shoot over the zone of Valley Center. 35 seconds to go, third quarter. Grizzlies may just sit back and play for 1. Benning now takes it over on the far side, gives it to Thompson. 10 seconds to go. Thompson to Hudspeth. Hudspeth, spin move off the glass, and it lodges in there. That'll turn it over. Hornets will get it with 5 seconds to go.
Checking in from Valley Center, number 32,
Corbin Burgess comes back in, replacing Bryson Sainer.
Also checking in from the Hornets, number 4, Max Preheim.
Preheim also comes back in, number 4. Grizzlies do not make any changes. Exactly 5 seconds to go in the third quarter. Long 3 misses, and now the rebound, and that'll do it. So we are done with 3 quarters of the game, and at the end of 3 quarters, it's Northwest 40, Valley Center 36. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this quick timeout. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. And this is Grizzly basketball. Our slide says that the next game tomorrow is at 5:40. That is not correct. It will not be at 5:40. That we do know. We're either on the air tomorrow at 4:40 or 7 or 6:40, but won't be at 5:40. Valley Center inbounded to start the fourth quarter. On the floor for Northwest, Sincere Thompson, Eli Benning, David Hudspeth, L.J. Phillips, and Jerome Henderson. And there's Hudspeth with a steal. He'll bring it down. Gives it back to Benning, over to Thompson. Thompson, now Benning with it again. He gives it to Phillips. Phillips underneath to Sincere Thompson. On the side to Benning. Oh, thinking about it was Hudspeth. Benning in the paint, and he walked with it. After all that, a travel, and it will be Hornets basketball. Preheim brings it down, gives it to Kemp. Kemp over to Newton. Back out to Kemp now, over on the near side again to Newton. Preheim underneath from 10 feet, count it.
Basket number 4, Max Preheim.
And that is his first bucket of the night, his first points of the night for Max Preheim. L.J. Phillips in the paint, puts it up off the glass, doesn't go, rebounded by Lefto. Sainer, guilty of a charge. That wouldn't have counted anyway. He picks up the player control foul. That's his second. It's a fourth team foul. Grizzlies have 5, 40-38. Grizzlies hanging on here by 2 with 6:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Benning with it to Henderson. Henderson to Hudspeth. Around to Phillips. Back to Henderson. Henderson is fouled. Fouls on Lefto. That's number 2 for him. Back out to Phillips. Now to Sincere Thompson. Thompson sends it forward underneath to Henderson. Count it. Henderson gets the Grizzlies on the board here in the fourth. They're up by 4. Newton gives it to Preheim. To Kemp. To Sainer. Sainer still with it. 2 guys all over him. Now they're going to call a foul. It's a tough foul to call with them playing defense.
Foul on the Grizzlies, number 10. David Hudspeth, his first personal foul. That is a 16 foul to him.
Hudspeth picks up his first. It's a 16 foul on Northwest. That means that Valley Center will be in the bonus the rest of the game. And in the meantime, Sainer at the line makes the first of 2 shots. That's the other question I don't understand, why that was a 2-shot foul. And he missed the second, rebounded by Henderson. So Sainer makes 1 out of 2. He's got 4 in the game. Henderson has it. Dishes it underneath to Hudspeth. He goes up. He was fouled. I think he's going to go to the line and shoot 2. No, he's not.
Foul on Valley Center, number 3. And Kobe Newton, that is his 4th personal foul. 16 foul to have. Checking in for Valley
Newton's 4th. Hudspeth is going to the line. I thought that was right. Now he's not. I still think he should have. Doesn't matter what I think. Grizzlies inbound. There's a long three off the heel. No good. Who's going to get the rebound? It's going to be Sainer. Now loose on the floor. Who's going to get it? Valley Center comes away with it. Valley Center's going to take a timeout. We're going to take one with them as well. With the score, Grizzlies 42, Hornets 39. We'll be back in 60 seconds. After this timeout, you're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly Basketball. I've just learned that if these kids are up here 4 times this season, they don't have to do their final. So I know we're going to be seeing Miss Deshazer and Miss Nistas plenty more here during the basketball season. We're back underway. 4:38 to go here in the fourth. Grizzlies by 3. Three-pointer is short. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Northwest basketball. On the floor for the Grizzlies, Eli Benning, Tayshawn Williams, David Hudspeth, L.J. Phillips, and Jerome Henderson. That's the 4 on the floor here in the fourth quarter for your Grizzlies. Underneath, Phillips up, yep, count it! L.J. Phillips. He's going to go to the line and get an extra one. For Phillips, that is his first points of the night. There's a big free throw here. It's up, and he missed it. Oh, it went! Bounced around, and it went. I spoke too soon. Grizzlies by 6. Grizzlies came into this game 7-3. Their last contest, there's a foul on Phillips. He should have known better. They lost their last game. They lost Friday night to Cape and Mount Carmel by a boatload. Just got manhandled. Phillips picks up number 3. At the line, shooting a 1-and-1 because of the bonus now is Preheim. And he misses it. Would you click on bonus for both teams down here? That one and that one. Let's see, they're in the bonus. If either team gets to 10, it's double bonus for the other team. Okay? Underneath for Phillips, count it. L.J. Phillips got 5 points in the last 30 seconds. Colby Newton answers right back. Grizzlies. Valley Center takes a timeout. We're going to keep it here no matter what, whether it's long, full or short. It's a short timeout. We're going to keep it here anyway. Let's reset it for you. 3:36 to go in the fourth quarter. 47-41. Grizzlies lead, and they've led most of the game, folks. Both teams are in the bonus. Grizzlies have 3 timeouts left. Valley Center has 2. And foul trouble. The only one in foul trouble for Northwest is Javon Glover with 4 and L.J. Phillips with 3. For Valley Center, Colby Newton has 4. Lefto and Austin Sayer have Can't read my own writing. Each have 2 apiece. Getting ready to inbound, coming out of the timeout. It'll be Grizzly basketball. Hudspeth will inbound to Williams. Williams will bring it across the timeline without any difficulty. Pulls back out now, lets the offense set up. Williams still with it. He gives it to David Hudspeth. Hudspeth in the paint, puts it up, count it! David Hudspeth. He has 5 in the game. Grizzlies lead by 8. Around the horn it goes for VC. Sam Kemp double teamed. They give it away and they cough it up. Grizzlies can't control it. It goes now. It's going to go out of bounds, but a blocking foul is going to be called on the Grizzlies. That'll send, who's going to go to the line here? It's going to send Sainer to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. This is Austin Sainer shooting the free throws. And he makes the first one. He'll get the bonus. And he missed the second one. The rebound to Northwest. Oh, Sainer comes in and steals it and scores. Oh, that was sloppy play by the Grizzlies that time. Phillips gets it across the timeline in the corner. Back out now to Tayshaun Williams. Williams underneath, count it. We are counting it, aren't we? They're calling a foul here. Williams at the line to get the three-pointer the old-fashioned way, as they did count the basket. First one is in the air. Well, it's the only one. It's in the air and good.
Glover checking in for Wichita Northwest.
Glover comes back in for the Grizzlies, replacing L.J. Phillips. Phillips did a lot of good for us the last couple of minutes. Grizzlies lead by 8. That is their largest lead of the game. 2:22 to go, fourth quarter. They need to burn some clock. Oh, there's a near steal. That's going to go out of play and stay with Valley Center, but it will force Valley Center to bring it down the floor again. And a nice defensive effort that time by Tayshaun Williams. In it comes. Newton has it for Valley Center. He puts it up. It's blocked. It's swept away by Jerome Henderson. He gives it to Williams. Williams will bring it across the timeline. He'll take his time. And Williams puts it up. Doesn't go. Put back by Glover. Count it.
Basket number 22, Von Glover.
And the Grizzlies lead by 10, and that's the largest lead of the game. And now we're going to have
Checking in for Valley Center, number 25, Bryson Sainer.
Bryson Sainer comes back in for Valley Center, replacing Lefto. Underneath, Bryson Sainer scores just like that.
25, Bryson Sainer.
And that's his first points of the game.
Valley Center, it will be a full timeout.
Valley Center's going to take a timeout, and so are we. Grizzlies lead by 8. We'll be back. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly Basketball. 91 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Grizzlies lead 54-46. Both teams in the bonus. Both teams with 8 fouls. Underneath, Kemp puts it up. And that's his first bucket of the quarter. Now what do we have here? We have a whistle.
Fouls on violation number 2, Sam Kemp, his first personal foul. That was the 19th foul of the half. That basket was good by number 2, Deshazer Williams. Who hit the line shooting 1 first.
Williams, they counted the basket. He's going to go to the line and shoot 1.
Checking in for the Grizzlies. Will be number 13, Sincere Thompson.
Sincere Thompson comes in for Hudspeth for Northwest. He's out there with Williams, Benning, Glover, and no, he's not out there with Glover. Glover just came out. Williams makes the free throw. We'll figure this out in a minute. Grizzlies by 9. Newton for 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Williams. Williams 1-on-2 goes up. It counts, and the Grizzlies lead by 11. That's their biggest lead. Sam Kemp for 3 off the heel. No good, but a whistle before the shot. I don't know what they're calling here, but.
Foul on the Grizzlies, number 24. L.J. Phillips, his 4th personal foul. That is a 19.
Phillips picks up his 4th personal. It'll send Kemp to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Each team with 9 fouls now, so everybody's shooting 2 the rest of the game now. First one by Kemp was good. And the second one is also good. 59-50. Grizzlies lead. 1:05 to go in the fourth. Grizzlies trying to punch their ticket to the late game tomorrow night against either Garden City or Sunrise. Have a whistle here after the inbound, and Hudspeth is going to go to the line and shoot 2 free throws as the Grizzlies are now in the double bonus. And, okay, we're in the double bonus. You need to pop that one right there. Yeah, there you go. Nope, just us. First one is good by David Hudspeth. Free throws so important down the stretch here. Grizzlies back up to an 11-point lead. Make it a 12-point lead, and we evidently had a scoring error because they've taken a point off the scoreboard for the Hornets. Sam Kemp for 2. Count it, and they called another timeout. We're going to keep it here.
48 seconds left. Kirk said 45 seconds left. 61-51.
We'll go through the bracket here very quickly with you. We don't have the Mays and Blue Valley score. They played first today. Heights beat Topeka Seaman 59-54. Following our game, Garden City will play Sunrise Academy of Wichita. The winner of our game will play the winner of that game tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. The losers will play tomorrow at 5. Kind of surprised that the Northwest cheerleaders aren't here tonight, but they did not make the trip up here to Valley Center. Of course, it is a school night, but would have been nice to have them here. Grizzlies by 10. They put the point back on. It's 61-51, so we were right to start with. Grizzlies by 10. 44 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. With the ball is Benning. Benning will send it over here to Hudspeth. Hudspeth will no doubt try and burn some clock. He sends it all the way across to Benning. Benning into Henderson, back to Benning. Benning will drive, send it underneath to Henderson. Instead of shooting it, he sends it back out to Hudspeth. 25 to go. Williams with it on the far side, sends it to Hudspeth. And Hudspeth is fouled, and that will be a 2-shot foul for Hudspeth as we're in the double bonus. 18 seconds to go. The outcome of this one is no longer in doubt. It's just what will the final score be. David's first one is good. Going for his second. David makes them both. He's got 9 points in the game, 6 in this quarter. Grizzlies up by a dozen with 18 seconds to go. They are going to advance into the winner's bracket game tomorrow night against either Garden City or Sunrise. And if you heard Coach Hill talking about it, neither one of them is going to be easy. Garden City is 10-0, and I don't know what Sunrise is, but Sunrise is always a powerhouse. Benning, the guilty party, committing his third. This is double bonus time now for Valley Center. So it'll be Newton taking 2 shots. Newton's first one is good. Colby Newton's second one is also good. He's got 10 in the game, 4 in this quarter, 10 seconds to go, clock running. And they're not even going to contest this. Williams is going to bring it across the timeline, and that's going to do it. Our final score here in Valley Center, it's Northwest 63, Valley Center 53. We'll be back to wrap this up in 1 minute. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly Basketball. Back at Valley Center High School in the Invitational January Jam basketball tournament. Grizzlies have won their first round game tonight by a score of 63-53 over the home standing Valley Center Hornets. Let's give you the scoring summary here as we have it. We'll start with Valley Center. For Eli Lefto, 8 points, none in the second half for Lefto. Kemp, 25 points in the game to lead all scorers. Colby Newton had 10. Max Preheim had 2. Austin Sainer with 6. Bryson Sainer with 2. And Corbin Burgess with 2, and that's their 53 points. For Northwest, Jerome Henderson with 4 points on the night. Tayshawn Williams with 14, 16, 18, 22 points for Tayshawn Williams to lead the Grizzlies. Leon Harris with 7. Eli Benning with 6. David Hudspeth with 9. 6 of those in the fourth quarter, and 4 of those on consecutive free throws down the stretch to ice the game for Northwest. 8 points for Javon Glover and 5 for L.J. Phillips to round out the scoring. Okay, well, the only thing we do know about tomorrow is that we will play Garden City. Or Sunrise. We will play one or the other. What we do know is that we will play at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. We will be on the air with the pregame show with head coach Andy Hill, 7:40 tomorrow night, and then the play-by-play of tomorrow night's game against the Garden City Buffaloes. So we look forward to seeing you all here with us in person if you can make it. If you're in the Wichita metro area, come on out tomorrow night. Good Friday night basketball night. If you're not in the neighborhood, tune us in. We'll be on YouTube live with the game beginning at 7:40 tomorrow night with the pregame show. I want to thank our 2 young people here tonight who did a great job for having never done this before. I mean, they were 2 rookies. They were so nervous. We had Makayla Nistas and Taylia Deshazer, who swapped. They did camera one half and ran the board the second half, and they each did a fine job. Couldn't have asked for better for the first time out for either one of those ladies. We thank them for being here. So for Taylia and Makayla, I'm Kevin Arkin, saying once again, Grizzlies win and advance to the winner's bracket tomorrow night. We'll see you then. We'll see you at 7:40 tomorrow night right here on NWHS Grizz. Until then, have a pleasant evening, everybody.